Welcome to the Orange Suits and Boots podcast. I'm your host Jane Sophia, and today we'll be talking to Anna Maria in episode 1. Quit the job, hop on a plane, it's off to Shiny Rock. So first off the bat, hi! How are you? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anna Maria. I was your fellow marshal at Silverstone. So I've been marshalling, I started as a volunteer at 2022. I only did one race, that was WRC in Croatia.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was. I was a volunteer for 2 years, and then I got my license, and that's it. Here I am.
So you get paid to marshal?
Correct, yeah.
That really confuses me.
Well, to be honest, I was confused when I realized that all of the marshals in UK are volunteers.
Really?
Because, yes, it was great to see that you have a lot of people so passionate about motorsport that they are willing to give their time, because here it's completely different situation. You know, I had like mixed feelings about it, because I was kind of sad that you don't have enough people in Croatia that are willing to do it for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you do have volunteers on WRC, so people who are not marshals.
Yeah.
But, you know, at Silverstone, it's so much different. It's, you know, it was a completely different feeling for me.
That's fair. So you came over to Silverstone specifically to marshal, didn't you?
Yes.
Tell me all about that. Tell me about how you decided to do that, how you took the leap. I'm so impressed that you did that. I would be so scared.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, at first, I was planning, before Silverstone, I was planning to go to Baku.
Oh!
Yeah, I wanted to be a volunteer at a race, F1 race. But all of that fell apart. I couldn't manage to organize it. To be honest, my parents weren't that happy about me going so far. So I had to think of the alternative plan. And I started Googling, and I was like marshalling abroad and stuff like that. And I find out that you can be marshal at Silverstone. I mean, logically. And then I got the license as well. And I started thinking about it last year, this time last year actually, March. But since I was full-time employed, it wasn't something I was able to do while I was employed.
Yeah.
You know, because of the vacation days and everything. So I tried to organize it in a way that I could, let's say, quit my job and go to UK for about a month. Because honestly, it wasn't, it was a big thing to do just to do it for 1 week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when I went there, I wanted to be like a complete experience, you know, like to be there for a while, to learn something. So yeah, that's how I got it.
Amazing.
And then thank you. And then basically my last day of work was first week of September.
Yeah. And
then I had like 3 or 4 days to pack, and flew from Venice to London Luton.
Oh my God.
I was settled in Milton Keynes. And that was it. I was traveling each morning to the track, and it was the most amazing feeling, to be honest.
Oh, it sounds absolutely incredible. Like so scary, but absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was a bit scary, but it was so exciting.
Yeah.
Because I love Silverstone, so it's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
So you know the feeling when you arrive in the morning at the track site?
Yeah.
It was just, you know, amazing. And when I got my ID, I had to wait for it. And I was walking towards it. We were meeting, you know, at the garage at the National Pit Straight.
Yeah.
And when I got in, I was, you know, from the inside, I was so nervous and so scared. But everyone is so nice. Like, I immediately started chatting with people, and yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
So back to very beginning, how did you get into motorsport? Like, is it a family love?
Oh, so I always joke about that my parents were the one to blame, because yeah, they kind of bought me a small Jeep for my first birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a red Jeep.
Love it.
So I started like driving it immediately. My mom always says the story that when they put me inside the Jeep, I immediately like hit the throttle and went straight.
We love.
Yeah. So that was the moment I knew. But joke aside, but I think my father maybe as well, because he was always watching Formula One when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was just always there, you know, the motorsport was always near me. So I was playing F1 game and WRC at PlayStation when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So
Oh my god.
yeah.
Were you good at it that young?
No.
Not gonna lie, I'm terrible at driving it, especially the Formula One games. I yeeted Daniel Ricciardo
Really?
into the sea in Monaco.
Really?
That was like when I was 21.
Right.
I can't imagine playing when I was so much younger.
Well, honestly, I had like my sisters and my parents, we were all fighting to play. So I was basically watching it from a side, to be honest.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be kind of...
I love it.
It all sums up to me being in motorsport now. All of these small situations in my life, in my childhood, let's say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up watching F1 with my mom, and it stuck, and then it kind of grew into other things. So you said your first marshalling was WRC. What was that like?
Oh, it's insane. It's... So the speed is like, you know, you get the adrenaline rush just from watching that, you know?
Yeah.
And the fact that... Okay, so I was standing near the tent from which the cars start. And afterwards, when I was talking to my mom, I was like, Mom, it's just like in the game. You know, the PlayStation game. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've done, was it 4 WRCs already?
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you should come.
I really want to. I'm not brave enough to take a month off and just come to Croatia, but I really would like to at some point.
Perfect.
There's some crazy things that happen at WRC events, and any, to be fair. So what's the most dramatic thing you've seen while you've been marshalling?
Oh, it was actually a Grobnik circuit, so my home circuit.
Yeah?
So I was marshalling bikes, and you have a big straight before the Zagreb curve.
Okay.
And a kid, I could say a kid because he was really, really young, he kind of caught the curb in the wrong way and just smashed into the barrier. And I was watching it across the track, and it was really, really bad because for the first couple of minutes he wasn't moving at all. And then you have to like switch off. Yeah, we did like the whole procedure, red flag and everything, but at the moment you just cannot think about what's going on. And then when we red flagged the event and everything, I asked if I should go across the track to see if it's okay, if he's okay. And then the marshal from that side and I went to him, and he started moving, and it's a big relief, you feel.
Yeah.
And then the impact to the barrier was so strong that his visor actually opened and his glasses flew.
Oh my god.
I found him like 2 meters away from him.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend because like a lot of them got injured.
Really?
Yeah, the ambulance had a lot of work that weekend. I don't know what was it. It was crazy.
That is really dramatic. That's so stressful to have to deal with.
Yeah, but the thing is, you kind of get used to it. You don't even think about that.
Yeah.
So the moment you start thinking about the stuff that happens on the track is when you drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Absolutely. When you have that drive home and you're just sat there going, what did I just see? What have I just dealt with?
Yeah, like what the hell?
I feel like you never forget as a marshal those big crashes or the first crashes you see.
Yeah.
The first time I saw a car roll, I was shocked. But then now, it's still terrifying, but it just doesn't do the same things in your head until you're driving home, like you said.
Yeah, because I think it comes with... I would say it's experience, because when you witness, like,
Yeah.
the more you witness, the cooler you are at the moment.
Yeah, which is such a good thing, because you
know?
really need to be. Like, you need to be that person in charge, in control,
Yeah.
and know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Absolutely. So it's just that you have to switch off your brain. It's just, at the moment, this is not a person. It's just an event that happened.
Yeah.
You need to take care of that, continue, because there's other races going on afterwards. And then when everything is done, when the adrenaline wears off, it's when you start thinking about it.
Yeah, and that's always
And
like,
it's like, wow.
what did I just see?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mentioned it,
Yeah.
I remember, so we did assembly together my last weekend at Silverstone, but I think we've actually seen each other weekend before when we had the four Formula 4 cars crash.
Yes! Oh, that is such a good point.
Yeah, right? Right? Because we were picking up the debris
Yes.
from the grid, and I think I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was insane as well. It was stressful, to be honest, because it was four of them.
Yeah. And it's for
And
kids.
the first car stalled, and they just, yeah, four kids, and they just all piled up one to another. And it was, I don't want to experience that again.
No,
though.
it was definitely a stress. I was very glad to have marshals there that I could lean on that have been doing it for ages.
Absolutely.
Like, I hope at some point I am that calm and collected in that situation, because as calm as I was, I know that I could be better and I could lead a team
Oh, I agree.
better
I agree.
when I get to that point.
Same with me. But we're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Absolutely. But the good thing is that all drivers were okay. I just
Yeah.
heard from the other marshals that one of them had like cracked a rib or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but not necessarily cracked, just like bruised maybe. But that's the only thing I heard. The other three of them were good.
It was good that they all walked out of it, though. I mean, it's a testament to the safety measures we've got now, realist. I say that like I'm really old and like I remember the old days where they all died.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a testament to the safety measures we've got that they all managed to come out of that okay. And like it's so good seeing the drivers all right after a crash.
Yeah, because honestly, you know what it reminded me of?
Yeah.
Because Billy Munger,
Yeah.
he crashed at Donington Park and he lost like both his legs. And when you realized in a couple of years how much the safety measurements are better than how they used to be. And like they have like Hans and they have Halo.
One of the things for me in pit lane is one of the first chief pits I had taught me to check the hands devices and check the seatbelts were done properly. And that is still one of the biggest things I will look at. And even when I'm watching motorsport on TV, my eyes go to that instantly. And I think I'll do that now no matter what I'm watching. To be fair, is there an event that you want to go to you haven't managed to yet?
As a spectator, probably any F1 race, for sure.
Fair.
And as a marshal as well.
Right?
Because I've never done F1 and it's kind of a dream of mine.
Yeah, I get that. So I suppose one big thing we should talk about is the fact that F1 is starting soon.
Oh, absolutely.
First things first, I haven't watched F1 for the last few years because of the whole Verstappen winning everything. I've been reliably informed it's gotten better.
Oh.
I know, I need like a catch up.
So the last season, I'm a McLaren girl.
Absolutely
So for me, it was heaven.
Yeah.
I was hoping to the last race. I was hoping for a miracle, to be honest. Because McLaren did good.
Did they? Like, I heard they were doing a little bit better than they had been doing, but what constitutes a little bit better? Like, were they winning? Were they podiums? Were they just not crashing?
The combination, basically. They were winning races. They were winning sprint races. So it's like basically you had McLaren at the podium from weekend to weekend.
That's so nice to see.
Yeah.
When I was young, I think McLaren probably were up there. But from what I remember watching of Formula One, they've not been getting as many podiums. And it's so nice to hear that they've been there like consistently.
So I have 3 things I'm looking forward to this season.
Okay, tell me.
So the first thing is Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari.
Yes, right?
I mean, first things first, everybody's a Ferrari fan, so
Yeah.
that's a fact. But the combination of Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari, it's just the goosebumps again.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch. I feel like it's so highly anticipated. It's got to be stressful for Hamilton at the minute.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. But it's something it's like my number one thing I want to see.
Yeah.
The second one I'm really curious about is if Williams is going to have a good car for Carlos Sainz.
Ooh.
Because he's a good driver. He's a really good driver. He's a passionate driver.
Yeah.
And I know he can do well because we've all seen him drive. But if the Williams crew gives him a good car, I think that could be like golden.
Ooh, that is going to be very interesting to see. Okay, what's the third thing?
Oh, the third thing is McLaren without the papaya rules. Have you heard about that?
No, I have not. Tell me everything.
Okay, so since Lando was competing, he was, let's say, biggest rival for championship to Max Verstappen. So they were like putting him in front of Piastri, you might say. So there was a race. There was a little bit of tension between them because, they're both hungry for wins. And then you had a situation when they were like, Lando, do this and this, let's not mess things up, papaya rules, or something like that. And if you read between the lines, it was just like, back off.
Oh.
Yeah. So now the thing is that they're equal. They're both hungry to win, and I want to see their dynamic develop.
Oh, yes. I mean, I love a good... They can take it too far with a teammate rivalry, but like teammates against each other, it can be such a fun dynamic to see.
Absolutely. So I just want to see how they're going to handle it between themselves and the team as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I suppose the other thing is there's a lot of new drivers in F1.
Yeah.
Like I've gone through the grid for this year. I'm getting properly prepared. I'm getting back into it this year. I have been through my drivers.
Yeah.
There's so many that I don't recognise.
Yeah. Like I think at least 5 of them.
Yeah. Like who? Let's have a look. Doohan? Was Doohan in it last year?
Doohan? No, he's a rookie.
Oh, okay.
He's a rookie.
What about, you're just gonna have to take me through all the drivers now that I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay. I know Ollie Beerman is a new one for this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg is returning, if I'm right.
No, he drove.
Did he drive last year?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what team was he with?
He was in Haas with Kevin Magnussen.
Oh, is Magnussen in it this year?
No, gone.
Ooh, okay. Was there any drama there? I've got to know.
Oh no, it was all good. No, all good.
Oh, just
good.
like a normal
Nothing special.
contract end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Let's have a look. Bortoletto?
Rookie.
Okay. We've got a lot of rookies this year.
Yeah.
Piastri, obviously I know he's been in it for a bit, but I don't think I've seen him race.
He's good.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's got it. He reminds me of Raikkonen.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts on social media when he has post-race interviews. He's like sarcastic and like, gives the journalists what they need.
Yes. We love.
Yeah.
So obviously I know Norris. Norris was doing well last year. You said he was like one of the biggest rivals. I think, obviously I know he's a good driver. Like his car and he were working well together last year. He was getting better, more of a contender. But I've not actually seen that. I've only seen him do well on like a few races.
The thing I hated the most about his driving the past season was he always messed up the start.
Really? Because that's a really key bit.
It is, but he, like, I don't know, five out of 6 races, he would, mess up.
Norris, what are you doing?
I don't know. And it was so frustrating because I know he could have won, like, more races if he hadn't lost places at the start. Because, it's like, if he was in front of the grid, you always hope, like, it's gonna go well for your favorite driver. And then when you see the start and when he starts losing the places and it's so like I don't even want to watch anymore. Like you want to just disconnect them.
Let's hope he gets that sorted for this year.
Yeah, I hope so. For sure. I hope he learned.
We'll see this season. So how come McLaren are your favourite team?
It's a historic name. I've always heard about it, like when I was a kid, McLaren, Mercedes and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think when Kimi was... it all comes back to Kimi, let's be honest.
Very fair.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just... I cannot explain it, though. It's just...
Fair.
Yeah. It happened.
A lot of people are the same. I'm trying to figure out who mine is at the minute, and I'm really struggling.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Moving on to Mercedes, how did Russell do last year? Because he was getting competitive when I last watched.
Oh, well, he was good, but to be honest, he's not one of my favorite drivers, so I wasn't like, you know, keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
I much
That's
I
fair.
preferred Hamilton over him, but he was all right. Could have done better.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole after races drama, because when he complained and stuff,
I'm sorry, what?
it was always drama with him.
Oh, why?
It was a situation with Max, and I know that he went to like race control to the stewards, and he was complaining and whining and stuff like that, and I just didn't like it.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
So he's with Antonelli this year. Is Antonelli a rookie?
Yes, rookie as well. He's like 18 years old.
No.
Yeah.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
How?
And
I mean, good for him, to be fair.
absolutely, but then you have like Alonso and Hamilton. They are like 40 plus.
Right?
Yeah. So the age gap is insane.
I love it.
Yeah.
What else have we got? So, Racing Bulls.
Yeah.
Who is Racing Bulls?
Midfielders, I would say. But have you seen their livery?
Let me have a quick look. I've got the liveries open here.
It looks like Red Bull when they had like special tribute to, I think, Honda, the white livery.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it does. So they like the Red Bull backup, essentially.
Yeah, they're like their sister team, we would say.
Okay.
But they're not, you know, like
Yeah.
as good.
Yeah. So they've got Sonoda, who I haven't seen race much.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion about Tsunoda.
Okay. We'll leave that one open for this season then.
I don't notice him too much.
And Hadjar?
Another rookie.
Gosh, there's so many.
Yeah.
Into Red Bull. Obviously, we've got Verstappen. How was Verstappen last year? Like, I stopped watching because he was winning everything and it got really boring. And like when he didn't win, he was complaining.
Okay, I understand that. I mean, they all do kind of, but you know, we always pick on the one that's winning at the moment. So
Yeah, to be fair, that is a very good point. A lot of people have said they like Hamilton more now that he stopped winning.
that's me.
Ooh, okay.
That's me as well.
Tell me about it. Why? Why? What happened?
Well, it's just you get bored when, you know, one person dominates too much, because you know the outcome of every single race. So you basically had Hamilton, Max, and Bottas podiums each race. So it was kind of boring. And now when it's changed, it was like, oh, look at Hamilton. He's doing well.
Fair. So with Verstappen this year is Liam Lawson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so first thing, there's a whole situation when people cannot agree if Lawson is a rookie or not.
Ooh, what?
Because he technically is a rookie, but he already drove last year as a reserve driver.
Oh.
So he already has an experience in F1. So people cannot decide if he's a rookie or not. But he's a good driver. I just don't like him.
I love it. There's always drivers like that, though. There's always at least one driver that you look at and go, I just really hate you.
Absolutely. But so far, for me, it was in a couple of occasions Max.
Yeah.
But now it's Liam Lawson for sure.
It is like solidly moved on.
I am sorry about that.
So, Williams as well. I've seen Albon and Sainz race, so I'm just going to presume same as normal for them.
Yeah, same as normal, but I'm more interested in the car.
That's fair. Speaking about the cars, what's your favourite livery?
For sure, the Racing Bulls.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
It's very nice, very distinctive.
They smashed it this year. And I really like the Alpine livery. It's similar to the last year's, but it has, you know,
Oh, it's got something about it.
more shine to it.
Yeah.
But the other liveries, other eights, they did not deliver, in my opinion.
I really like the Kick Sauber livery, and that really surprised me. I think just because it's so bold and there's not tons of stuff cluttering it up.
It's fun.
But that really surprised me. Normally, I am a through and through, it's McLaren.
Yeah.
They are my favourite.
To me personally, I do love McLaren as well, but this year they did not change it that much.
Yeah, there seems to be quite a few teams that are kind of staying with last year's kind of aesthetic.
Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bull have had the same car for the last 5 years, I swear.
Yeah.
Or at least the same livery on their car.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Right?
Yeah. So it's their idea of new livery. They just like remove the logo and put it on the other side of the car.
Yeah. To be fair, Aston Martin are similar.
Yeah, it's a different shade of green, and I personally liked the last year's more.
Is it?
Yeah, maybe like being too specific, maybe, but yeah, I like the...
We can be specific. It's F1. They're at that top of their game. We can be specific.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
So, have an amazing time on your travels at the weekend. Enjoy the racing. Please tell me all about it. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel great, especially being your first. I was kind of nervous because I've never done anything similar to this. So I'm lucky it was you who was my first podcast. I hope not the last one. It was nice to talk to you. I hope we get to see each other very soon because I would really love to see Donington.
This has been the Orange Suits and Boots podcast. Find us on social media and we'll see you next time.